Hello friends, welcome to the Soccer. My name is Delali Frank and this is News Daily where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. In today's edition, about a lot of things which include the African Cup of Nations semi-finals. I'm going to give you my predictions again. You remember the previous predictions I did, I got all right. So this time around, I'm going to predict again and see if I'll be somehow lucky. Let's talk about the African Cup of Nations semi-finals. So the drama went on. Ivory Coast qualified in the most dramatic manner against Mali. Such an interesting game. Ivory Coast, Mali got a penalty. They missed it. Ivory Coast got a red card. And then Mali scored after Ivory Coast got the red card. Late minutes, Ivory Coast equalized. Extra time, Ivory Coast scored a winning goal. That's this AFCON for you. South Africa also dramatically beat Cape Verde, one of the high-flying teams in this tournament, beat them on penalty shootouts. In a penalty where South Africa's goalkeeper, Williams, saved 4 out of 5 penalty shootouts. It's not common. No goalkeeper has ever done that before, saved 5 penalties, and that was brilliant. So South Africa, I think it was only Nigeria that qualified with no drama, and I think it's because of the quality they have. So it's South Africa versus Nigeria. The joke that I think is too dry is that I'm a piano joke. It's too dry game. But South Africa and Nigeria are playing this. They call it the Amapiano derby. But who's going to win? Nigeria, no matter what, have great quality. The excellence. Like, I think the coach has found how to play. Jose Pesero has found how to play this Nigerian team, how to get the best out of them, and they found their rhythm and they are going on it. South Africa themselves have been compact because they have an experienced manager who knows how to get the best out of them. Because that Cape Verde had everything, created all the chances, but missed them, and the game went into penalties. South Africa, Nigeria, and then the Grammy also happened, and then the South African won the Grammy ahead of the 2 Nigerians that got nominated. So now it's South Africa leading in the Grammys, and we are hoping it continues in the football levels, But Nigeria, a great side. Like, they're a great side, very stubborn, like very quality. They have quality players that on any day, if they find their mojo, they can change Lukman, Osimhen, Victor Moses. Like, Nigeria has quality, like Alex Iwobi. Come on, like, they have quality players. Like, they have decent players to the extent that they can bench in Inacho and they have no problem. That's the kind of quality players they have as a group. And for me, no matter what happens, this Nigerian team has decent players. They are going to play against South Africa. What is working for South Africa is, and I'm sure you know, the Sundowns experience. The fact that these players are committed, knows each other, play as friends. And I made one of my videos, I said that one thing that the national team needs is how players can play as friends and as brothers from one family. The guys have it. The South Africans also have it. Against Nigeria, it's going to be a very tough game. Like, it's going to be a game that South Africa will really need Hugo Broos because of his experience. Won the AFCON before. It's a game that the South Africans will need Hugo Broos. Nigeria have everything to beat South Africa. No two ways about that. But I want to call for South Africa. Like, Nigeria would win, but my emotions, and I want South Africa to do this for us. Do this for the world. Beat Nigeria for us. Please, in the name of God the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. South Africa, do this for the culture. Save the world. Save the world. Save the world. South Africa. But it's going to be a tough game. It's 60% Nigeria, 40% South Africa. That's it. Nigeria has 60% chance of beating South Africa. South Africa has 40%. If South Africa wins, that's an upset. It's going to be like that dramatic upset. It's not going to be a game where South Africa will dominate and win. No. If they win, it means it went to extra time, went to penalties, or someone committed some drama. It will be. But on the surface of the pink sheet, Nigeria are the favorites, but this tournament are knocking out favorites. So that's it. DR Congo, Ivory Coast. DR Congo have been an interesting team. In this tournament, they've won 1 game in open play. That's the one against Guinea. The rest, They just draw. Like they are here in the last semis, the last four, by playing draws and being resilient. They played 2 tough games. They played against Egypt, top side, resilient, drew well to penalties and knocked them out. Played against Morocco and drew. I think those 2 games are the games that are propelling them into what they are doing now. Like they have that ability and sense of belief that if we can score Egypt and play against Morocco, nobody comes closer to us that we can beat. And for me, that's the same mentality they are going to the game against Ivory Coast with. Unfortunately, for them, Ivory Coast are also mentality monsters. The manner at which they are here, they've gone through it more than everybody. And at this point, the home fans are behind them in their numbers. So unfortunately, they are going to miss a lot of players. They are going to miss basically 5 key players in their team. That is going to be a challenge. But I believe they should be able to man up. Because come on, this is their Congo. This is not Egypt, Nigeria that you are meeting in the semis that you should lose. And for me, I think this is a game that Ivory Coast should decently go past them. But let me know what you also think. Who do you predict to go into the finals? I predict a South Africa Ivory Coast finals based on emotions. Yeah. I want a South Africa Ivory Coast finals, but there's a high possibility that it's going to be a Nigeria Ivory Coast finals. But no matter what happens, Nigeria can't win the African Cup of Nations. Thank you.